Meditation, how to start. Welcome to the second video in this short series of 4 guided meditations for starters. This will be a 15 minutes guided meditation about our body and about the 2 aspects of our mind, the thinker and the observer. And I'm sure we will both enjoy to practice meditation together here today. In the first part, we were sitting on chairs. I was sitting on a chair and I said that this is perfectly okay for practicing meditation. Today, as you can see, I'm sitting on the floor. And if you also want to sit on the floor, just briefly, some short information about that. The most important thing is to have 3 points which carry your body. And if you want to sit in this half lotus position, you need a cushion and you need a meditation mat. And if you have both, you sit on the cushion, you bring the left foot normally, for some people it's the right, close to the cushion, and the other leg in front of the left leg and knee. And then you can, if you want and if you are able, go up with your foot. But that's an option. Yeah, so the most important thing is to bring your knees down and to have 3 parts, 3 points which carry your weight. But that is, for some people, for quite a few people, quite a difficult position to take. So what you can do is you need 2 cushions or 1 high cushion of 40 centimeters. You put one on top of the other and you basically kneel down on them, and that's the diamond position, and it gives you a great stability and you have the 3 points on which you can sit down. And then it's important to have a straight back, to open up your shoulders, to relax them as much as possible, to relax your hands also on your legs, on your thighs, or also together like this, and to keep the head high, to rest your view, to fixate one point in front of you, or to close your eyes. And this position can be taken very perfectly and really comfortably also with a thing like this, a meditation small meditation chair, which must be inclined in this direction, and then you can sit very comfortably and you have your stability and you can hold a straight back. And these are basically the 4 meditation postures we recommend. The half lotus position, diamond on the bench, diamond on 2 cushions, or as we did in the first part, the chair. So these are your options. It depends on the material you have, obviously, also. But don't stress yourself with that and just keep practicing on a chair and that will be fine. And I forgot the clock, the timer, which is essential. Just get it. And then we can start with this guided meditation, which won't be long and which will be about awareness of the body and the 2 aspects of our mind, thinker and observer. So just make sure you have a straight back, 3 points for your stability, and relax your shoulders. Rest your eyes on one point in front of you while keeping your head high. Or you can close your eyes and we can start. So you try not to move your body anymore from now on. And as we did in the first part, you now just connect to your body. And your breathing. You feel the weight of the body. The contact with floor, mat, chair, whatever. You probably feel the stability coming from the 3 points which carry your weight. The contact with the air, with clothes, but also with sound, sight, smell, touch, even taste. And the activity of your mind, and that's where breathing in and breathing out comes in. And you start feeling your abdomen. Please don't modify your breath in any way. Just follow it with your attention by concentrating on that point just below your belly button, 2-3 centimeters, 3-4 inches below. Which moves. Which is moved. By breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. And as you learned in the first part, whenever you're distracted, just get back. Just redirect your attention to your abdomen. And you do that over and over again. You get distracted and you return. Get distracted again and return. And 1 second later again you're distracted and you return. There's no problem in getting distracted all the time. Just make sure that you return over and over again. And you feel your body, the weight, the contact. You feel breathing in and out. And you return to the abdomen, to the lower belly, or if you can't feel anything there, to your nostrils and the air flowing there. You return whenever necessary. Breathing in, breathing out. And you become aware gradually of your whole body. There's not only the contact and breathing, while breathing in and out, you become aware that there is a body here. You follow your breathing. That's the focus. But you also feel on a deeper level that there's a body here, and that's kind of having two things here. You observing this body, feeling, perceiving, noticing, sensing this body. Nearly as if it was not your body, as if it was a body. And you keep breathing in and out, and you don't think about the body. If you start thinking, just redirect your attention to breathing in and out, lower belly, abdomen moving. And when you're distracted, you're getting back. So, what's going on here? There's one part of your mind, while you keep breathing in and breathing out, one part of your mind observing the other part, watching, noticing it. There's one part of your mind observing, watching, noticing the other part. And who's you? When that observing part, that watching part notices distraction, it gets back to breathing. It watches the breathing. So you're breathing in and out. And there's a part of you observing the body, feeling the body, and observing the mind, the concentration or the distraction of the mind. And you breathe in and out, feeling the abdomen in and out, up and down. And you're thankful, grateful for this kind of peace, clarity, and maybe even joy, true, deep joy. So, well done. Well done again. Because this time it was longer, it was 15, 16 minutes. And there was a new aspect coming in, a new teaching, a new technique, which is, in the first part, we felt the body, we felt our breathing, and we got back to breathing when we were distracted. And we felt the contact of the body. This time we did that as well, and we will always do this in meditation. But we also felt the body as a whole. And if you didn't already feel it as a whole, no worries next time. Everything has its moment in meditation. No hurry. You can't fail. You can't do wrong. Just trust this practice and your mind, your body, your wisdom. So we had a chance of feeling our body as a whole, of just perceiving there's a body here. Very simple, but very interesting, because the body perceives itself. Now there's a body noticing that there's a body. So there's some kind of entity observing, noticing, watching the body. As if it was a body and not my body anymore. And it got more interesting because there was also a part of my mind observing the other part. And also in you that was happening, for sure, because there was one part of your mind trying to concentrate on breathing, trying to feel the abdomen moving up and down. And that part also noticed, oh, I'm thinking. And when it noticed that, it brought the attention back to the abdomen. And that's extremely interesting, because that means that there's one part of our mind which observes, and that there's another part which thinks, gets distracted. And that other part, we call that other part the thinker. We already talked about that part in the first video, the first guided meditation. Because that is the ongoing unconscious stream of thoughts, of thinking, always the same thoughts, or nearly exactly the same thoughts as yesterday, 10,000s of them, most of them useless, not concentrated on anything, but very powerful because they create a false idea of yourself and of this life. So that's the thinker, and the thinker creates all your suffering, while the observer, that other part, never suffered, doesn't even know what suffering is. It will never suffer. And that other part, that is what we are interested in meditation. We are basically making this part stronger and stronger with every meditation session. And when it takes over, when it becomes in charge, when it basically is in charge, and that other part, the thinker, will never disappear, but is not controlling anything anymore in me, does not have any power over me. That is what we call awakening, or even enlightenment. And it's not far away. It's there already, because that observer, or I like to call it that inner Buddha, is already enlightened, is already awakened, and it is in you, and it worked before. You worked with it, you collaborated. Because you felt the breathing, that observer felt the breathing, observed, tried to watch, concentrate on breathing for some seconds and got distracted. So the thinker came in. That's just an old habit, it's completely normal. But the observer, the witness, it's also called often the witness, or I love this, the inner Buddha, noticed that. It noticed the distraction and got back to breathing. So you got to know today your inner Buddha, the part of you which is already awakened and enlightened and free. The only thing to do is now to train this part, to make it stronger, to make it become stronger and more powerful every day. That's what we do in meditation practice. And that's what we will continue to do in the third part of this series. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please put a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done this so far. And let's go on practicing together.